As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. A top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Flashes will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Smashes through the tackle. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Now on second down. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopped after making the catch. Tempo in overdrive. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires on the move. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. And they can't make the connection. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Grab behind the line. It's Golden. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Texas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's held. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The aerial assault continues. Release to the back. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. A third and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Ulatowski. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Across the 25, he's got room. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone. He was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Kent State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
16, Kent State, 14.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
To the air, it's Gulatowski. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on third down. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Dropping back, it's Gulatowski. Got his man quickly. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the ball's on the ground. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Slips one guy, now he's loose. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the golden flashes want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, golden flashes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to...
Makes the grab on the right. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The Longhorns in the hurry up. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrison. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kent State 21, Texas 16.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Ulatowski. They're trying to get to it. And it's a pick in the end zone. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Kent State. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Kent State 28, Texas 24.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Using his feet to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate play. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Okay, ready? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
3:25.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. He's back to throw on second down. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll just keep slinging it. He wants a big play here late. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Golden Flashes enter the final minute with the lead. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.